Hey everyone, Reaper here again with another video. This time it's another part of my Reaper Pick series. This is volume 4. In this series I usually, what I've been doing with the first three was to show you some books that I thought had really cool covers and stuff like that. Well, for the next few volumes of this series I'm going to do a little something different. Um, this is going to be the first part of 2 that I want to follow with this particular subject, and the subject is uh, fairly affordable keys that you can get, affordable keys to buy. You know, with all the talk of Fantastic Four #1 and X-Men #1, these hot books, these speculation books, they're not real. They're not real affordable. They were not real affordable before all this speculation. So I thought I would take it back a notch as I was going through my collection. Um, and I was looking at some books, and some books I think that are fairly, affordable for those that are not really out there to get those big Silver Age books or those big Bronze Age books and stuff like that. Books that you'd like to have for your collection that are, easily obtainable. Now, once again, the term affordable is relative. What I might find affordable or what you might find affordable is completely different. But I think these are fairly mild. These are not, you know, super high grade Silver Age prices or super Silver Age keys or anything like that. I think they're books that you usually will find on the walls in comic book stores or at conventions that are not going to break the bank. So I got a stack of books. I'm also going to do another video. Same thing. I got another stack for that other video. I'll probably film that maybe tomorrow, but won't release it till next week. But anyway, let's get on with this one, right? Let's hopefully not get too much glare. Avengers Annual, #10, the first appearance of Rogue. This is a fairly affordable book. You would think that it wouldn't be. You would think that it would be an expensive book because Rogue is a very important and very popular X-Man character, X-Woman rather. But no, it's a fairly affordable book. I mean, of course, once again, all these depend on the grade. If it's a super, super high grade 9.8 copy, it well, obviously, it would be more expensive, but I'm talking like a 9.0 range, 8.0 range, stuff like that. They're fairly affordable. And Avengers Annual #10, the first appearance of Rogue, I think is definitely an affordable book. Here's another one. The first appearance of Gwenpool. She's a popular character, right? You see all these different versions of Gwen Stacy, and not Gwenpool, excuse me. I'm sorry, Spider Gwen. Got a little confused. But this is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen. And it's a fairly affordable book. I mean, it's not a $20 book. It's probably maybe $100, $80. But in the scheme of things, I think that's for, a pretty important character. It's fairly affordable, pretty obtainable for anybody that's looking to build a collection and start getting some decent-sized keys. The Darkness Zero. Oh, this is an obscure one. This is the first appearance of the Darkness. I was first introduced to the Darkness through the video games on Xbox. But once again, this is the foil cover. We gotta love those foil covers, right? But it's a fairly affordable book. I don't think it will run you that much money, maybe under $30, something like that. Here's one. This is one that might fly under the radar too for some people. I think some people have shown this in some of their hauls in the past, but here we go. Capes #1. This is for the Walking Dead fan. I don't think this book is that expensive, but it's the first preview of The Walking Dead. And technically, you do see Rick in this book. So it's technically the first appearance of Rick, even though Walking Dead #1 is considered his first appearance. But for those that can't afford Walking Dead #1, but are really big Walking Dead fans, you might want to look for Capes #1 if you already don't have it in your collection. Here's another one. Ms. Marvel #1. Now, this is not the first appearance of Kamala Khan as Ms. Marvel, but it's her first appearance. It's the first time she's in her series, and it's a fairly sought out book. But I don't think it's that expensive. Maybe $50. And like I said, if it's a 9.8, it's not going to cost you $50. It's going to cost you more than that. But for a decent high grade copy, it's fairly affordable, and she's a very important character. Here's another one that's Fairly affordable. New God 7, the first appearance of Steppenwolf. Now that the Justice League movie's over, I see this book. I think it was hot for a while, cooling off, and you could probably get it a decent copy for maybe $50, if that. Sometimes, excuse me, sorry. Sometimes, though, it's not just walking into the comic book store and looking on the wall and seeing New God 7 and saying, oh, wow, it's $50, let me grab it. Sometimes you just have to search a little bit. Go to a couple of stores, check those long boxes, and sometimes you find even better deals in them. And I think that book would be one of them that's either on the wall or in a long box that you could probably find at a decent price. Here's one that's, I think, really cheap. Marvel Team Up number 65. This is the first U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. Now, for those of you out there that do not have Captain Britain 1, which is his first appearance, in the UK printed editions of that comic, this is the next best thing, and it's really affordable. Sometimes you find this in like dollar bins. So for those of you that are Captain Britain fans or looking to pick up little key characters along the way, that would be a book to look for. Here's another good one that's usually a wall book, but not too expensive. It's the Mighty Thor 337. This is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. I had a look. Sometimes I was going to say Beta Bill Ray or whatever. I always get the name a little confused. But it's a pretty cool book, pretty cool character, and a fairly affordable book. It's not going to run you, hundreds of dollars. Here's another one. This one was hot for a while. I don't know why. But it seems to have cooled off a little, and it's, I think even when it was hot, it was kind of affordable. Man Called Nova, the first appearance of Nova, number 1. Pretty cool one to have, pretty cool one to pick up. Here's another affordable book, an Avengers, one that's been appearing in the movies, no less. First time Scott Lang becomes Ant-Man, Marvel Premiere number 47. If Marvel Premiere 15, the first appearance of Iron Fist, is hundreds of dollars and too expensive for you, you might want to give old Scott Lang as Ant-Man a try, because it's, he's obviously been in the movies. He has his own movie out, the Ant-Man series, and I think this book is still fairly affordable. I mean, it's not a $30 book by no means, especially in higher grade, or, but I think it'll run you about maybe, I don't know, what's it going for? A little over 100? For those of you that can't get Werewolf by Night 32, this might be a cool one to pick up. Marvel Spotlight on the Moon Knight. This is number 28, I believe. This is his first in the series as a solo character. Much more affordable than Werewolf by Night 32. Here's another affordable book with a pretty cool character. First appearance of Spider-Woman in Marvel Spotlight number 32. What is it? Maybe a $40, $50 book, depending on the grade. Not bad. Here's another one for those that cannot afford the big Batman villains, and a lot of people can't. They're kind of hard to collect for, especially when you're talking about Golden Age Batman villains. But here's a Silver Age book, a Silver Age Batman villain that's affordable. Which one is this? This is 111. World's Finest, 111. This is the first appearance of the Clock King. I think it's actually the first appearance of the second Clock King. I think the one that appeared in the 66 series and the one that it was based off on the animated series. Here's another one. Daredevil 111. The first appearance of the Silver Samurai. And here's another one. Daredevil 158. I mean, some of these are increasing up in price, but they're more affordable than some other books, like the first appearance of Elektra, or maybe the first appearance of Bullseye. This is the first time Frank Miller took over the series. Here's another one that everyone recognizes, which isn't, is another one like Avengers Annual number 10, which isn't as expensive as you would think, but Secret Wars number 8, one of the first appearances of the Black Costume. I think the first appearance of the Black Costume was Amazing Spider-Man 252, but I don't know if this is actually the first appearance or coincides with it or what was before what. This is December, so I'm imagining that Amazing Spider-Man 252 is the actual first appearance, but it's still a highly sought-out book, and it's fairly affordable. Here's another Silver Age Batman, the first appearance of the Calendar Man in Detective Comics, was it 259? Not an expensive book by any means. Let's do some more Batmans. Batman New 52 #1. Not bad. Pretty affordable. Not crazy expensive. Here's another one that's pretty affordable and a pretty big villain in Batman universe. First appearance of Bane in Vengeance of Bane #1. Pretty cool find. What is it? Usually $50? I mean, some of the prices that I've been naming throughout this, I might be wrong on some of these, so I apologize if I'm wrong, but I still think that they are fairly affordable compared to like maybe getting the first appearance of the first Silver Age appearance of the Scarecrow, or the first Silver appearance of this character or that character. Bane is pretty easily attainable. That actually, Bane here, I bought this back in 1993. This was the very first Batman villain first appearance I was able to get. Here's some affordable ones. Batman 655, the first cameo appearance of Damian Wayne, and his first full appearance in the following issue. Damian Wayne's a pretty important character, popular character. It's fairly affordable. I think he's more affordable than Jason Todd, right? Here's another one. If you can't get Batman 59, why not try getting Detective Comics 474, the second appearance, first modern age appearance of Deadshot. Not terribly expensive. Nice addition to anyone's collection that's looking to get, some, more affordable keys. That's what this whole video is about. And the very last book. Now, this one is a bit pricey, but I put this in this particular video because it's definitely more affordable than the book that follows this. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I show you this ish. Incredible Hulk 180. Is this a $30 book? No. It is a several $100 book. But it is light years cheaper than the Incredible Hulk 181. And this is the first cameo appearance of Wolverine. For those that can't afford to get Incredible Hulk 181, even the low grades, one's missing the Marvel stamp, they sell for crazy amounts of money. For those that cannot afford that or do not want to spend that much on that particular book, but don't mind spending a few $100s to get a decent copy of Wolverine's first appearance, you can't go wrong with 180. He shows up full, on the last page. You see everything is full drawn body. So it's not one of those shadow appearances or you just see his hand in one panel and, oh, that's Wolverine. You see Wolverine in the very last page of this. It's still considered a cameo, but it is his first appearance, and it's way more affordable than the 181. Well, I hope you liked the video. Like I said, I have another stack of books that I want to show. More affordable keys. That will be in Reaper Picks Volume 5. I'm probably going to shoot it this weekend, but I won't release it till next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of other books that I didn't cover in this haul or in this particular video or in the next video that are affordable. But if you have some affordable books that you want to leave in the comments, go right ahead. This is to really help people out that, can't afford to chase down the really, really big books, but still would like to get some pretty cool keys, important keys. And that's not going to break the bank. I hope you enjoyed the video. I got some more videos coming out soon. See you all out there. Take care.